Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and we are doing more stories on Charlotte County and its outrageous pay, benefits, and retirement, and basically what's killing America nationwide. It already killed Detroit. The cops and the cops, the firefighters, government workers screwed over the people so bad with outrageous, unrealistic, unsustainable pay, benefits, retirement. They went bankrupt. Illinois is next. Then you got New York, California, etc. And we're finding out Charlotte County is the same thing, man. Charlotte County, we're right here with that little red dot. That's their sign, and these are more of the pricks that are doing it. These are the firefighters. We've heard for a long time that it was they're screwing the pooch too, and it's true. What they're doing is socialist fascism. We didn't free America to be socialist fascist, but that's what we have now, is socialist fascist people that are fucking you over. And you want proof that it's socialist fascism? Because if you ask them and say, why can't everybody have that? You want to know why? Because it's unrealistic. You got to have a bunch of slaves and serfs like you to fund this crap. So we got the top 10 paycheck stubs for people in the firefighter, and it is nuts. And this is just the pay. I want you to comprehend. We're talking benefits and retirement are on top of this. These pricks at 25 years, I think it is, can retire for the rest of their lives. We're going to be trying to get in the, in fact, we will get it. It's called FRS in Florida, where basically they pay a bunch of money. So like, let's say the firefighter is getting paid 65 grand base pay. He gets benefits and retirement on top of that, which could be literally a year another $50,000. So when you say he's only making 65, bullcrap, he's at 110. You have some of these people that are at 100,000 and more that are even higher than that when you add the benefits and retirement on. We just got word that Charlotte County Sheriff Bill PRUMMELL possibly already has $1 million in his retirement account. That's your money, your tax money. You know why you can't get that? Because that's not real. It's theft. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's illegal for private companies to do that. But here you go. This looks like 1 week we got 5,000. This looks like 23. This might be 2 weeks. $6,000. Let's just skip right to the bottom. So this looks like it's a month pay stub. 18 grand, man. Let me see. Let's just cruise right to the bottom again. Okay, what do we got on this guy for the month? We got here you go, $17,000. Okay, let me see for the month. What do we got? Okay, $17,000. And what we're thinking with these ungodly amounts right here too is that there's another scam that I literally had a cop tell me it's legal, so we can do it. Hey, we can scam the people. It's legal, so we're gonna do it. So we're gonna fuck you. That these people in the end, what they do is they base their retirement pay on how much they made in their last 1 year or 2 years of working. And what they do is, and knowingly, the Charlotte County Sheriff's doing this. We're gonna prove it. The firefighter chiefs are doing it, and they know about it, and they don't care. They basically fuck the people. You're just a goddamn taxpayer. They don't give a shit about you. Is that they let you crank overtime right in your last year, and a lot of times it's a scam how they do it, where you're actually not even really doing all that overtime, but it's freaking cheating you, the taxpayer, man, and it's unsustainable. And in fact, we just got another tip too. They keep saying that we're safe, our budget's safe, all this is funded. We just got word the other day that is a lie. One of the latest taxes they did almost went all to pay off some of this freaking unrealistic pay, benefits, and retirement for these pricks. So we're going to be getting more information. But yeah, here you go. Outrageous pay. Look at this. 17 grand. What do we got? Look at, oh man, 9,000. Where's another one? 21 18,000. What else do we got? We got 18,000. I mean, it's just, I can keep going and going. And these are just 10. It's like, holy crap, 19,000. You wonder why your taxes are so goddamn high. It's because your friends and family that work for the government are ripping you and me off. You got to stop this crap. It used to be it used to be an honor, not a money-making Ponzi scheme, which, as you can see, it is a money-making Ponzi scheme now. 17,000. What else do we got? We're almost done here. Okay, what do we got? 18,000 for the month. Let me see. What do we got here? 17. So there you go. That's just the top 10 people. This crap's got to stop. We're going to keep researching it more. Like I said, we're going to start getting documents from the FRS Florida Retirement Fund, and I'm just making you aware. You wonder why everything's so fucked up? It's because your friends and family that work for the government are fucking you over right now as we speak.
Does the government work for us, or do we work for the government? Tonight, what if the Constitution no longer applied? What if the whole purpose of the Constitution was to limit the government? What if Congress's enumerated powers in the Constitution no longer limited Congress, but were actually used as a justification to extend Congress's authority over every realm of human life? What if the president, meant to be an equal to Congress, has instead become a democratically elected, term-limited monarch? What if the president assumed that everything he did was legal just because he's the president? What if he could interrupt your regularly scheduled radio and TV programming for a special message from him? What if he could declare war on his own? What if he could read your emails and your texts without a search warrant? What if he could kill you without warning? What if Supreme Court justices no longer looked to the Constitution to determine the constitutionality of a law, but rather simply to what justices who preceded them thought about it? What if the rights and principles guaranteed in the Constitution have been so distorted in the past 200 years as to be unrecognizable by the founders? What if the 50 states were no longer sovereign entities, equals to each other, and parents of the federal government they voluntarily constituted? What if the states were mere provinces of a totally nationalized and fully centralized government? What if the Constitution was amended stealthily, not by constitutional amendments duly ratified by the states, but by the constant and persistent expansion of the federal government's role in our lives? What if the federal government decided if its own powers were proper and constitutional? What if the Constitution were no longer the supreme law of the land? What if you needed a license from the government to speak, to assemble, or to protest against the government? What if the government didn't like what you planned to say, and so it didn't give you the license? What if the right to keep and bear arms only applied to the government? What if posse comitatus, the federal law that prohibits our military from occupying our streets, were no longer in effect? What if the government considered the military an adequate dispenser of domestic law enforcement? What if cops looked and acted like troops and you couldn't distinguish the military from the police? What if you were not secure in your person, in your papers, and in your property? What if federal agents could write their own search warrants in defiance of the Constitution? What if the government could decide when you were and were not entitled to a jury trial? What if the government could take your property whenever it wanted? What if the government could continue prosecuting you until it got the verdict it wanted? What if the government could force you to testify against yourself simply by labeling you a domestic terrorist? What if the government could torture you until you said what the government wanted to hear? What if people running for president actually supported torture? What if the government tortured your children to get to you? What if government judges and government lawyers intimidated juries into convicting the innocent? What if the government could send you to your death and your innocence meant nothing so long as the government's procedures were followed? What if America's prison population, the largest in the world, was a cruel and unusual way for a country to be free? What if half the prison population never harmed anyone but themselves? What if the people had no rights except those the government chose to let them have? What if the states had no rights except to do as the federal government commanded? What if our elected officials didn't really live among us, but instead all have their hearts and homes in Washington, D.C.? What if the government could strip you of your rights because of where your mother was when you were born? What if the income tax was unconstitutional? What if the states were convinced to give up their representation in Congress? What if the government tried to ban you from using a substance in your body that is older than the government itself? What if voting didn't mean anything anymore because both political parties stand for big government? What if the government could write any law, regulate any behavior, and tax any event? The Constitution be damned. What if the government was the reason we don't have a Constitution anymore? What if you could love your country but hate what the government has done to it? What if sometimes to love your country you had to alter or abolish the government? What if Jefferson was right? What if that government is best which governs least? What if I'm right? What if the government is wrong? What if it is dangerous to be right when the government is wrong? What if it is better to perish fighting for freedom than to live as a slave? What if freedom's greatest hour of danger is now?
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. carmarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know what, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that, that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give. But there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is. And they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in, no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.